Hello and welcome in this video here. My name is Kern, and in this video I want to talk about the truth behind The Matrix. Maybe you know the movie with the famous actor Keanu Reeves. Recently they published, or they came out a new movie called Matrix Resurrections, the fourth movie, the newest one. It just came out in December 2021. Like 2 months ago. I also watched this movie, but I want to go much more deeper. I want to explain you the deeper meaning of the movie, what you should understand, okay? And I also want to explain you how the Matrix can stop you from manifesting your desires in life, how it can manipulate you, how it can attack your mind, yeah? So that you are stopping yourself, where you feel like a prisoner, and where you just do what everybody else in society is doing. Okay, instead of creating your own reality. I want to explain you what kind of influence the Matrix has on your life and how you can break free from that. Become aware, awaken, to know thyself, to know yourself, and become free from that so that you can really create a life that you dream about, to manifest your purpose here on planet Earth and do that what you know you could do if you wouldn't stop yourself in your mind. In addition, I want to talk about the mechanisms of the Matrix. And I want to share with you the truth, of course, because the truth will set you free. Maybe you know it from the Bible, but if you know the truth, it will set you free and it will allow you to become aware of who you really are and what you're really capable of doing in your life, that there are much more bigger things going on, that there are spiritual laws, universal laws that you can use to manifest the life that you want to have and where you are the creator of your own reality. And it has something to do with the Matrix. That's how the movie is called. So the first movie, The Matrix Part 1, came out in 1999. Okay, I have here a Blu-ray box set, yeah, with the trilogy, the original trilogy in Blu-ray. And yeah, the movie came out in the 90s, at the end of the 90s, the first movie. And they created 3 parts of this movie. Matrix 1, yeah, the normal Matrix, the best one so far. Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Revolutions. Yeah, the newest one is Matrix Resurrections. It just came out 2 months ago, as I said. And yeah, I don't want to go into basic things about the movie. I want to explain you the deeper meaning about this idea, yeah, that the regisseur had with the movie. The movie has a deeper context that applies to our reality that we live in, the society we live in, the world we have today, and it's more real, as you may assume. And that can be fascinating, but on the other hand also shocking, yeah, to realize that it's more real. Yeah, our society nowadays is more closer to these movies that they explain how we live nowadays, as you may assume in the first thought. Okay, and I want to explain you what you can learn from that. So in the original Matrix movie, okay, in my opinion, the best movie, because it just explains everything really detailed. It has deep meanings, quotes, philosophical concepts. And in the first movie, Keanu plays a character called Neo. Yeah, Neo is a hacker and he is really good with computer hardware and computer software. He's a hacker. And at some point, he has contact with a person called Morpheus. Morpheus is a person that contacts him through the computer when Neo is sleeping on the desk in the late night, working, coding something, yeah, in the codes, coding something, and he gets a message from Morpheus. And this message is the following: Neo, wake up, okay? Follow the white rabbit. These things maybe don't make sense for you if you haven't watched the movie. I really recommend you to watch just the first movie, yeah, this is the most important part, so that you maybe understand what I mean here. If you haven't watched the movie, then you have really missed out on something. I recommend you to watch it. Usually I don't recommend many movies, but if I recommend the movie, it has a deep meaning and it can help you to transform your life into the better, to become more aware, to know thyself, to know yourself, and to really make a transformation in your mind so that you can have a better life. And in this movie, there are 2 main characters. First of all, we have Neo, okay, the chosen one, the student. He's the one who learns everything, who is first not aware of the Matrix. What is the Matrix? Where is he living? What is real? What is not real? And on the other hand, there's the character called Morpheus. Morpheus is more like a mentor archetype, like a mentor, like a teacher, teaching him all the wisdom, giving him the wisdom, what the Matrix really is. And in the movie you will realize, if you watch it, or if you have watched it, that they talk about a simulated reality. Okay, that AI, artificial intelligence, became so good, yeah, that the human created artificial intelligence, AI, that it could basically simulate a new reality for the humans. And if you're maybe familiar what is going on right now in the social media world, for example, Facebook and Meta, yeah, the metaverse, where Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, wants to create a metaverse where people can take a virtual reality glass, where people can use a virtual reality glass that they take on their head, yeah, where they have a screen and they go into this virtual reality where they can interact with their friends, their co-workers, their family, play games, yeah, do activities, and basically spend their real lifetime there in a virtual reality. So this concept that I explain you is pretty close to the events that we have nowadays, the technology that grows nowadays, the technological evolution that we have nowadays. And yeah, it can be shocking, it can be also fascinating what is possible. But I want to go a bit more deeper, what it has to do with your manifestations, and that's what I talk about right now. So when Neo makes contact with Morpheus in the movie, yeah, as a character, Morpheus tells Neo that he can only offer him the truth. He says, the only thing that I'm offering you is the truth. And Neo asks, Neo the chosen one, who will become the hero in the movie later, and he asks, what truth? What do you mean? Do you mean the Matrix? Yeah, what truth? And Morpheus answers Neo and says, the truth that you are a slave of the Matrix. Okay, a slave like everyone else in our world, in our society nowadays. And that's the first thing that Neo has to realize, that we are mostly slaves in our society. Okay, we are following a specific path that most people take. Yeah, if we are born, our parents teach us how to behave, how to do the little things. We go to the kindergarten, we go to the primary school, like to the first grades, you know, we go to school, we go to kindergarten, after school, and you know, we maybe get a job after high school, after college, you know, maybe we study, we go to university, we study, yeah, we get a job, a corporate job, and we maybe find a partner for life, like a woman or a man, and we marry this person, we have a marriage, and we maybe get the children, okay? All this step-by-step path that people take, that is the normal way, where people then become parents, maybe then they buy a house, yeah, you buy a house, you have kids, you buy a house, yeah, you go to your job every day, like everyone else, you pay your taxes, you come home from your job, you spend some time with your kids, okay, you turn on the TV, nowadays you turn on maybe the smartphone, the tablet, whatever, the notebook, yeah, you watch Netflix, Amazon Prime, you watch all these shows, these programs, yeah, watch out for the word program, they are programming you, and you watch these shows and with your partner maybe, have a movie night, and that's basically it. And then you go to sleep, you wake up in the morning, the alarm goes on, and you have to go to the job again and repeat the cycle day by day by day and call this process a life. Okay, so you are going through life as safe as possible without any risks. You try to get a safe, secure job, and you go through life in a safe way. You behave, yeah, you have to behave. You have to follow the rules until you die. Until you become old, where you don't have all the energy anymore to live your dreams maybe, where you maybe developed sick illnesses, where you are mentally ill, physically ill, where you cannot be really so dynamic anymore to do the things that you wanted to do maybe as a young person. And now you are old and you are waiting for the death. People who are on the job maybe wait for the pension, you know, when they are pretty old and they want to just retire, okay? They are tired of working so many years. So they also maybe don't make so much money, so they have to work over and over again, okay? 9 to 5, the rat race. And they have to do this all their life until they are old. And when they are old, they're waiting to quit the job, to retire. And then when they're old, they try to do some things maybe, and then basically most people are already preparing themselves for the death, okay? And in my opinion, that's pretty sad, because life is so much more than this kind of process, this kind of walking path, where people walk this path over and over again for many, many years. And the society we live in nowadays, that we live in, is brainwashing us. So this is the first important thing. And there's a quote in the movie, or I quote it right now, from Morpheus when he gives his wisdom to Neo, the student, and the teacher gives this knowledge to the student, where Morpheus says, the matrix is a system. The matrix is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. Yeah? Has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. The matrix is a system. And this system has been created not to make you free and successful, but to enslave you, okay? So that you work in society. What you also have to understand from this video, and this is pretty important right now, and it is the following. If you don't program your own mind, someone else will program it for you. Okay? If you don't program your own mind, someone else will program it for you. And mostly it is the matrix, the system we live in. It's programming your mind. So you can choose, because after this video you will have awareness about that. You will be aware. You will be aware of that. And then you have responsibility, because now you cannot ignore it anymore. You have to make a choice whether you program your own mind for the positive, or you let the matrix, the society, the outside world, you let them program your mind. Okay, you have to make a choice, and you should be aware of that you are responsible for that. Even if you were unaware until now, even if you didn't have the consciousness for that now you're aware of that. In the movie, the technology has developed so far that artificial intelligence or artificial beings, yeah, let's say it like that, take control over the humans. And where they use the human energy to energize themselves. The humans play an important role in the movie, but just as energy source for the artificial intelligence, okay, for the robots that are walking around there in the movie, where people are living in a simulated reality. Because why? The people are sleeping. Yeah, that's another important thing. In the Matrix, the real people, the real humans are sleeping in some kind of a tube, yeah, where they are linked, connected with a cable to some kind of generator, okay, electrical generator, where the technological artificial beings take the energy from the humans, suck it out of us, okay, suck it out of the humans, take the energy to, fuel themselves. So basically we are enslaved. And now not the humans are creating technology, but the technology uses us to recreate itself. Yeah, pretty crazy thought. But if you think this is far from reality, then you should check your daily life again, or take a look around your world, or take a look around the world we have today. Most people nowadays are really hooked to their smartphone, to screens, to the internet. We are watching a lot of things on the internet. A lot of people are watching at the phone many times during the day. Let's say 70 to 80 or 90% of the day we are watching screens. For example, the monitor if we have to work on our shift from the home office. If we watch movies, for example, on Netflix, Amazon Prime, for example, or if we are chatting with someone with WhatsApp, Telegram, and all these chat platforms, chat tools, that we use, services that we use to communicate, we are mostly looking at a screen. So our attention, our awareness is going to the technology. So the technology is taking our attention, our awareness, basically our energy, because where attention goes, energy flows. And there's also a lot of money in it, of course. We are manipulated nowadays. The society or the marketing campaigns out there and all the big companies tell us to consume, to buy, okay, to buy things that we supposedly need to feel happy, to be satisfied in life. There are different industries, the food industry, the movie industry, the entertainment industry, the gaming industry, the fashion industry. Okay, there are so many industries and they want our attention. And nowadays with the technology, they can get our attention. I have your attention right now too. But as you can see, there are two things that you should always be aware of. That on the one hand, somebody wants to take your energy just for themselves, okay, to distract you from who you are. And the good thing that we have with technology, that's why it's really a yin and a yang, a positive and a negative side on that, yeah, a polarity again, a duality. You have something positive on this thing and something negative on this thing, that you also have the possibility nowadays to get access to those videos like this one, to understand more about yourself, to know who you really are, to discover those things, these secrets, yeah, these things that society is not telling you. Yeah, you will not learn this in school, for example. You learn in school how to behave. This is also part of the matrix. The educational system that we have is part of the matrix. Okay? The food, as I said, is part of that. What we consume, what we eat. Do we eat unhealthy stuff or healthy stuff that fuels us or that takes our energy away? And the matrix is also a system that is lowering your vibration. It lowers your vibration. It influences your vibration negatively, because you're hooked to all that things that want you not just to consume. There's also another thing that the matrix can do pretty good. It is to share fear, to spread fear. Okay, drama, fear. This is, for example, a big thing if you watch the news. This is also a big section of the matrix, the news that you consume. That's why I recommend you to not watch the news, or not too much of the news, so that you don't get influenced by all the drama, by all the fear that is spreaded. Because mostly you will not see a lot of positive things out there. They want you to be afraid. They want you to be afraid and to not feel really satisfied with yourself, so that you consume, or that you distract yourself with entertainment, with things that give you short-term pleasure but long-term pain, where you feel deep in your heart that something is missing. Something is wrong here. And that's also what you learn in the movie. Yeah? When Morpheus tells Neo, you can feel it all your life, that there's something wrong in our world. You can feel it, yeah, intuitively. It comes from your intuition, that something is not real here. I can feel it. I felt it too. I also had a period in my life when I was young, when I had absolutely no clue about that, when I didn't know about those things, where I was basically also sleeping until I could wake up, and I woke up. And with this video, I try to help you to do the same, to inspire you to wake up from that dream. And another thing that also is pretty interesting is the part when they talk about what is reality. So when you watch the movie, at some part, they talk about reality. What is reality? Yeah, Morpheus is saying, if you think reality is what you smell, what you see, what you taste, what you touch, basically your five senses, what you hear, then you could also say that reality is just electrical signals interpreted by your brain, What is reality? Is reality only that what our brain creates with the five senses, because it's controlling the five senses? Yeah? Or is reality something that lies beyond or goes beyond? And I believe that reality is much more bigger, the truth about reality. What is truly real, and who are you? Who are you really? Okay, those questions are so important. Those questions bring you so much more ahead in life. And there are answers to that, but these answers are mostly found within. Okay, and here we come again to the thing that I always talk about, is when I say you have to disconnect from the outside world and you have to connect with yourself, with the universal life energy, yeah, with the universal mind. As I already explained when I made the video about the Kybalion, the first principle, the principle of mentalism, the universe is mental, the all is mind, where I said that there's a universal mind and we are all connected to that. We are not separated beings. Yeah, this is also an instrument by the matrix, the ego. Yeah, that we have a persona, that we are thinking that everything is separated. I'm this, you are that, she is that, he is that. I'm better, you are worse. Yeah, I'm better than you, or she's better than him, or he's better than her or him. The comparison again. The matrix is pretty good at putting numbers on people. This is also another insight, okay? That the matrix uses a lot of numbers, metrics, KPIs to measure people, okay? Like instruments. And to be honest, I think you as a human cannot be measured by a number. You are so much more bigger. We are so much more bigger because all is one. We are all connected. And to be honest, If you go within, try to seek for the answers that I got, the truth that I got is that I'm a spiritual being, having an intellect, having a mind, and I'm living in a physical body. Yeah, making a human experience. I'm a spiritual being making a human experience, and the world that I see, the 3D world, is just one part of reality. Yeah, even science will prove you, for example, quantum physics, that what you observe, the observer effect, is influenced by your observation. So if you observe something, your observation of it influences it. So we could supposedly say that you are creating what you see. You are influencing your reality. You are a creator. You are not just a slave. And that's what the Matrix is doing. The Matrix wants to create slaves, control people, where people are not free. And we have to break free from that if we want to manifest our desires. And now I want to go to this last part to explain you why you have to be aware of that if you want to manifest your desires. So as I have already explained, the Matrix has certain mechanisms where it spreads fear, okay, and where it's programming people. This is also really important. And this fear, if you take this, if you think you're just a normal human, you're afraid of things, okay, you have limiting beliefs of yourself, you are distracting yourself, this will make it really hard to manifest your desires because you have to walk by faith and not by sight. Yeah. And the Matrix wants to control you, and the Matrix wants to spread fear. This is pretty important, and to belittle you. The Matrix wants to keep you small, and you're much more bigger. You have infinite potential. Yeah, you have infinite potential. We all have infinite potential. We are living in a digital age, and it's so important to understand what these digital things do with us, what kind of impact and influence they have on us. Yeah, the digital things that we use, the digital age that we live in, and to look beyond, okay, to transcend all of that, make a evolution in our consciousness, to not be so hooked to these devices, to not be so hooked to all these things. We can also use those devices positively, these tools, the internet. So that's what I try with my videos, so that people can really use the things to change their life for the better. Now you will also have to choose if you continue to sleep, okay, to live inside the Matrix, follow everyone, do what everybody's doing, follow the status quo, just fit in, play it safe, don't break any rules. Okay, I don't say to break the law, but I say it is sometimes necessary to break our own rules, our own limits that they have set on ourselves, the limiting beliefs, the programs, okay, the manipulation. All that we have to overcome, to set ourselves free, to overcome that, to grow, and to become the person that we want to be, and to live our purpose here on planet Earth. So you have to make a choice if you continue to sleep, or if you awaken now, if you wake up from that dream, or that so-called reality that we have, the Matrix that we call reality, to awaken to the truth of reality. What is real? Okay? What is the true reality? To awaken to that, to know who you are, and to create the best life, be a positive inspiration for this world, be a role model in some form, inspire others to make a positive shift in their consciousness to help the humanity in the evolution, so that we have a positive evolution in humanity and that we have a positive impact on the world, so that we can sustain this world instead of destroying this world with the unconsciousness that we have, with that big unconsciousness in society. Okay, so it's so important to understand that, and I really tried to give this knowledge to you, to share that wisdom with you, these insights, so that you can apply them in your life and make the right choices. And at the end, I just want to share some last thoughts that you should remember. First of all, remember to free your mind. That's also what Morpheus says to Neo in the movie. Free your mind from limiting beliefs, okay? Make a paradigm shift. That's what I learned from one of my mentors called Bob Proctor. Okay, I've also made a video about this topic, paradigm shift, self-sabotage, how we sabotage ourselves, how we hold ourselves back in life, how we can make a paradigm shift, yeah, transform our mind, change our mindset in order to become free, in order to achieve our goals. Finally do the things that we know we have to do to become the person we want to be. Okay, so first of all, free your mind. The next thing is know thyself, or know yourself, know who you really are. That you're not just a human, yeah, living in this physical 3D world, that the things are much more deeper. You can also say higher, there are higher things going on in a spiritual dimension, in another vibration, in another frequency. Okay, you have to tune into this frequency. That's where you also will find the truth. Okay, if you go into silence, into meditation, and seek the answers within, from your own inner wisdom, your own inner intuition, and don't always try to look for answers in the external world. You maybe get an impulse here and there, but the most important answers you will find within yourself. Okay, you will resonate with that inside of yourself. You will find harmony if you seek the truth within. So the next thing is to know yourself and also awake to the truth, or awaken to the truth. Accept the truth. See the things clearly, with clarity. See the polarities in our world, the yin and the yang, the light and the darkness, okay, the good and the bad, or the good and the evil. There's always a polarity. This is one of the universal principles, okay, the principle of polarity. This is also written in the book The Kybalion, a book that I've showed here in my videos many times, and I recommend you to watch my videos if you want to know more about those concepts. So awaken to the truth, and the last thing is be aware now. Be aware, okay, self-aware. Be aware of the world around you and also be aware of the world within you. Awareness, so important, because where attention goes, where awareness goes, energy flows, and energy creates everything. Everything is energy in the universe. We are all energy. We are all connected through the source energy, the quantum field, yeah, or the universal life energy. There are many words for that, but in the end they all mean the same. Whatever book you read, yeah, The Science of Being from Eugene Fersen, for example, The Kybalion, or other books that go into these concepts. It's about knowing who you are and about awareness. With my videos, I just try to make you more aware, to help you to become more aware of yourself, first of all, and to be aware of the world around you and the world within you. The macrocosm and the microcosm. As above, so below. In the end, all these things or concepts point to one thing. This is the universal consciousness, okay, or the higher consciousness that we can connect with, because we are all part of that consciousness. And in the end, they all mean the same, okay? No matter the words, no matter the concepts, they all point to the same truth. If you want to learn more about those concepts, if you want to go deeper into the meaning of that, if you say that you want to learn how you can manifest your desires, live a life of purpose, freedom, success, yeah, and where you say that you really are the creator of your own reality, then I can recommend you the following thing. I have prepared and created a really extensive video presentation, and in this video presentation I share with you my own journey, how I was sleeping once and how I could wake up from the matrix, how I could learn the universal principles and laws that I applied to change my reality drastically, to really change my life and to manifest the desires that I had. And I want to share that with you, and I'm pretty sure it will help you to change your own life. If you want to know more about that, you can find a link below this video. Just click on the link and register your spot. Yeah, reserve your free spot. The video presentation is absolutely free. You can watch this video presentation. I'm pretty sure it helps you. So click on the link and check what is waiting for you. This was my video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can do that if you just press on the button below, or just subscribe to my YouTube channel so you will be notified if I will make another video like this in the future. You can also give this video a thumbs up so that I can see that you liked those concepts, that you liked this video and that it was helpful for you. And if you like the video, also other people will see this video, so you can also help other ones. Or you can just share the video with friends or people that you might know where you think that they could also benefit from this knowledge. I'm pretty sure that this video could help you in some form and give you some good insights how you can free yourself from the matrix, okay? Master your mind, how you can take control of your own mind, okay? To manifest your own reality, to manifest your own desires, That's it for now. Stay tuned for more videos like that in the future. My name is Andy Kern. I wish you all the best. See you later and bye.